Good morning, ducks! Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for December the 23rd, and Merry Christmas, everybody. We've got a screwy morning here. Ducks want out really bad. Well, they're actually really stressed right now. We had a pack of coyotes in the yard not even 40 minutes ago. Actually, one of the Muscovies, she's flying down to the lake. She's gone. What's happened here, guys, the fog is unbelievable this morning. Again, because of the warm weather. And I was laying in bed. It was about 6:30 and I could hear, some howling back and forth. Then I got out of bed and I was getting dressed, and all of a sudden it was what it sounded like. It sounded like there was a coyote on the roof of my house up there in front of the window howling. That's how loud he was. He was right in the yard howling. And then his friends, I could hear them in the bush howling back and forth. So there was one right in the yard. I grabbed the rifle right away. I had it in the hallway. I grabbed it, went to the window, couldn't see anything. The whole yard was fog. All I could do was hear them, and I could hear them so clear. Honestly, it freaked me out at first, because when I heard it, it was like right outside my window. It was so sharp and so clear. So he was really, really close. So the ducks were just losing it. Well, they were quiet while the howling was going on, and then as soon as the howling stopped, they lost it completely. So I think he started circling the pen, but I could barely even see the pen. That's how the fog was so thick. Now the fog has just lifted. I'm not going to let the ducks out yet. I'm going to wait a little while because I want to work in the barn today. Because this warm weather, I got some things I want to do in there. So I'm going to go do my edit, and then when I'm done, I'll come out. But I'm not going to let them out right now, because it's just, I got a bad feeling that the coyotes are still around. It was unbelievable how loud it was. But that Muscovy just flew to the lake. So I don't know, she's probably landed on some slippery ice. Or the ice might be gone. I don't know what's going on happening down there right now. But I know one thing, it freaked me right out this morning. Unbelievable how loud it was in the house. It sounded like he was actually in front of my, there's Muscovy. I guess the lake's frozen. I guess she flew down there and did a slip and slide, because the lake still got ice. Last time I checked, there was ice with water on top of it, so which probably would have been just hilarious to catch that on video. But I'm gonna wait, guys. I got a bad feeling. I think something's still around here. It was just, man, it's freaky. I've been here since '95, guys. I have never heard them that close, that loud. Like it was eerie sounding, actually. So I'm gonna give it some time, go do some work inside, then I'll come back out here later on and we'll let the ducks out while I'm in the yard working, because like I said, I want to work in the barn today. Ducks are losing it, guys. I just opened the back door and they heard me when the door closed, and they just lost their marbles. I'm gonna shoot a couple rounds off here. Still haven't heard anything, no sign of anything. I've done my work. It's about 10:30. I'm out here. I'm going to start working in the barn. I want to get the barn cleaned up. Plus, I want to put that T piece on the front of the door. But I'm going to shoot a couple rounds off here just to make sure there's nothing around, because I'm not kidding you guys. I've been here 20 years, and I have never heard that close. Like it was like it sounded like he was in my bedroom howling. That's how close he was. Like he was somewhere right in the yard, and when I looked out the window, the whole yard was fog and couldn't see anything. I'm gonna shoot the rounds off, let the ducks out. Can't believe I actually hit the target with the iron sights, but it's 50 yards. Can't hit 50 yards. There's something wrong with you. Anyways, I'm gonna let the ducks out. Hang my rifle up first, though. I gotta put it inside. We've had a serious wet wind. The ducks are really wanting out bad. It's like a fog, water type misty wind, so really don't want to have my rifle hanging outside in this weather. put it inside, and then we'll let the ducks out. This is so mean to leave the ducks locked up this long, but I had to because I wasn't going to be outside here, so I didn't want to take a chance. Doug, 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 Doug. Doug, come here. Heel. Heel. Doug. Doug, come here. No, I'm not playing, Doug. Doug, come here. One thing I've learned, I wouldn't say I've learned it, I've just come to my complete realization that when I talk nice to Doug, he thinks I want to play and he gets super excited. If I giggle any bit at all, he just absolutely won't listen because he thinks I want to play with him. That was a pretty quick rush, even though Doug totally screwed it up. But I'm not going to give Doug too much heck today, because if he wants to be all wound up and run like a maniac on the property, today's the day I would like him to do it, because I really need a big dog running around being the boss. Man, it's foggy. Another crazy foggy day. I watched a couple more fly down and come right back. They keep going down there. I guess the word's not getting out that it's still ice down there. I really don't like the fact that the coyotes were like right in the yard like that. Like that one that was howling, it was crazy. Like I'm still like in shock how loud it was in the bedroom. So let's do a recon, and then I'm going to attack the barn. Today's going to be a pivot head day because of the moisture. Not going to be doing a lot of big camera action outside. And I'm still debating on what I'm going to do tomorrow. They're calling for a high of 16 tomorrow morning, but then it's supposed to drop down in the mid-afternoon down to like 7 or something. But I really would like to clean the pen out. We'll see how today goes. Before I do a recon, we'll put these ducks outside. Come on, Duck. Stop it, Duck. Relax. I gotta be careful, guys. I'm using a pair of pivot heads that I totally forgot that I had, that have a really sensitive mic, and if I raise my voice, it distorts. I didn't remember that I had this extra set. Look at Dougie. You. See, if the ducks would just... Oh yeah, big kissing in my nose. Thank you, Doug. See? He just wants to... the ducks cooperate, nothing happens. See? Doug, you satisfied, Doug? Is it out of your system? You're a goof, Doug. No, don't nudge it with your nose. You're a nut, Doug. Okay, so let's get Stripper. Doug. He just wants to smell them. Oh, Stripper. I'm going to put you outside here. Relax, Doc. You are unbelievable. How long before you guys calm down? Okay, Doug, are you done? Are you done? You done your smelling? Okay. I just got a bad feeling today about those coyotes. I'm a little bit cautious here. It's going to be an interesting day trying to do some work and keeping a lookout. Okay, what have they given us for eggs? One. That's 6. There's some nice size eggs too. Haven't had a double yolker yet. but I've had some really big ones. Okay, 8. Alright, let's go to the barn. Let's see what the little guys have given us here today, and I'm going to attack the barn. Now I see a clump of eggs over there. Okay, 2 more, 4 more. And 1 on the floor. Alright, that's it, I think. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to get clean in here, and I'm going to build my piece for the front here to stop this straight flow that we've got happening, so we can get some straw built up to stay on the floor right here. That's the plan of action today, guys. Well, the ice is gone, and they're trying to swim in it like it's the creek down at the lake. I'm watching them dive under, and the water there is not even a foot deep. But honestly, guys, I don't want them to go down near the creek by the lake, because that is truly coyote country down there. At least up here in the yard, you know, Doug's right up here, and the chances of something coming right into the yard with me walking around and Doug is slim to remote. They're certainly having fun though. I tried to grab the camera as fast as possible. There was like twice as many ducks in there cleaning themselves, but by the time I got the camera and got over here, they had already left. Nothing like a muddy water bath. Alright, I'm off to the barn to start my barn project today. So let's get it happening. Well, I'm going to take advantage of this cleaning and this warm weather, and I'm going to patch this floor right here. There's a bit of an indent here where the plastic floor overlay overlaps each other, and I'm going to try to make it so it's a little flatter today. A little screwing around, but I think it'll make it easier to clean this winter. Doug's in here helping me right now. He's just done a full patrol outside. Nothing was going on. Corners seem to be the wettest. I think that's where a lot of the sitting action's happening. Wet farts from the ducks. Doug watching his ducks, man. That dog. He loves his job. He's got a purpose. But he's looking at me out of the corner of his eye. He knows I'm talking about him. You heard it too, didn't you, Doug? Really? Shh, relax now. Doug, come here. I just heard a howl. I'm going to grab the rifle and keep it close to me. I was in the barn, I heard a howl, and then Doug took off out of the barn. I'm going to shoot off a couple rounds. Got a bit of a wind noise happening here, guys, so I just heard the howl again. He's close. It's almost like they're trying to sneak up on the property here. Well, I don't have time to sit around waiting today, so I'm just going to take a couple shots, and that's got to give them the message to leave. So that's one howl when I was in the barn, and then I grab the rifle, come out the back door, and I hear another howl. I think they're using the cover of the fog to sneak up. But the howl's coming from back there, exactly where they come from all the time. So they're close. Oh, the buggers. I don't have time to deal with this today. Alright, we'll let a couple warning shots go here, and hopefully that'll get rid of them. That's got to give them the hint they should leave. I can't believe broad daylight that they're sneaking up on the property. They've got to be hungry. Well, considering what I lost 118 ducks this year, we have no idea how many the coyotes got. So the word could be out among a whole bunch of them that there's a meal to be had here. Not as much as before, but still something worth coming in and grabbing. Well, I'm ready. I'm going to go back to clean the barn. Ducks are completely blind or oblivious to this howling noise though. But they were like that this morning when the howling was happening right in the yard. The ducks were like, quiet as could be. Well, Dougie, something's here, isn't it? You heard it. I'm not hallucinating. It just slows you down when you're trying to do a job, and you got to make sure you got your live rifle hanging close by. It's a pain in the butt. Okay, this is bizarre, guys. I just shot those 2 rounds off, and right there inside the bush I just heard a howl. I'm not enjoying this today. I want to get some work done, not hunt. I wonder if that's what is coming through that side all the time, through there, and that's why Doug keeps going over there. They might be cutting through there, the trail to go back to my neighbor's property, taking a different route than they did all summer, which is down by the creek. Well, I've got the rifle hanging right by the door here. I'm ready. Back to work. Doug, keep an eye out. You're just being a camera block, aren't you, Doug? Oh, Doug, you're killing me today. Okay, you can't be right here. I'm filming. The mid-afternoon migration, guys. That group just crossed right in front of me. I had to actually stop and let them cut in front of me. Couldn't turn the camera on fast enough, sorry. And this group is still playing in the water. They're seriously having fun today. Every time I see that male, I just can't believe how big he is. He's just massive. I hope we don't lose him. He's got some wicked colors to him, his markings. It's going to be interesting what his offspring are going to look like. These ducks haven't stopped playing. This puddle of water, they're just having too much fun. Cleaning themselves. That's what I love about ducks. They just love to clean themselves. They're a messy animal, but they're freaking clean. Alright, back to work. We haven't had any sign of the coyote. Doug's been running around, sniffing. He hasn't done any freaking peeking. I think the last couple rounds I shot off got the point across. Well, then again, I did hear the howl in the bush right beside the barn. But Doug has done some running into that side of the bush and done some barking, so there's a good chance that the coyote decided that this wasn't the place to be. Between gunshots and barking dog running through the bush, I can't see them hanging around. Unless they're really hungry. Doug, yesterday you drove me nuts with the garden hose, and today you want to take the broom from me. What a dog. Oh, Dougie, I love you, but you're driving me crazy. Go do your job. Yeah, chewing the broom. Oh, dog. Okay, stop it. Oh, Doug, don't. You make me laugh and then you really don't listen. Hey, stop it, Doug. Stop it. Stop it, you goof. I know. Stop it. Oh. Okay, let me get back to work. I gotta get this done. Okay, it's not a chew toy, Doug. Oh, Doug. Hey, go on. Get out of here. Let me work. I know. I'm just a party pooper, aren't I? Okay, out. Get out. Let me work. So the plan of action here, guys, I've cleaned the floor. I am going to trace it out, the area that I want to keep totally clean for the tape. I'm going to put two-sided tape on the back of that coroplast, and I'm going to put it down on the floor so that the middle of the floor no longer has this indent in it, so it's a lot easier to keep it clean. That's the plan. Okay, time to scrub the duct floor in the barn. This is ridiculous. But hey, it's a patch job. Can't stick anything to this stuff when it's dirty. So, I'll give the barn a clean here. At least this way, the tape will stick to the floor and then the plastic won't come up on us in the middle of the winter. So I've got it clean now. I'm going to give it a dry with a rag. I've got this crazy two-sided tape here that I got from the tape factory a couple of years ago. This stuff is basically just tape glue. It's some kind of glue, clear stuff it's crazy sticky. When you put it together with something, it's not permanent, but it's pretty close to it. So I'll be putting this on the back of that sheet, and then I'll be taping the seams down, but this will just make sure that it doesn't come up. I guess this is the afternoon shift. They have spent the whole morning and the first half of the afternoon over at the creek playing in the big puddle. So they're now they're over here. Oh, we got more coming here. Goose Lee, you're so stressed out. Oh man, that goose. I don't know how he doesn't get a sore throat. Well, I guess this group's gonna wait a while. Oh, that goose is coming. They go from one side of the yard to the other. They've got to stick together. It's so funny to watch how they, one batch will go over and then they all just start following over. This goose is gonna stress right out because Doug and I are standing here. Yeah, he doesn't know which direction to go. Goose, it's us. Yeah, go the long way around. Oh man, like get some distance between us. Oh, he's picking up speed. Look at him go. His legs getting faster. Go by quick. Well, we've got a bit of a technical difficulty here. It's called humidity. It's so damp that even after hand drying the plastic, there's still enough moisture in the plastic that the tape won't stick. So I'm drying her out right now, and then we'll put the sheet down, which I've got sitting right there, which I've already put down once, and the tape wouldn't even stick. But I can see the plastic drying the humidity off of it. It's so damp. So I'll let this dry, and I'll go dig out some wood to make my T entrance. We just had a total freaking peak, and the ducks came all running out of the bush. Doug lost it, ran in, turned out it was 3 crows. But everybody today has got some serious, like, heightened awareness of something's not right. It was actually, I was over the garage. I ran to the barn to grab the rifle. Now, by the time I got to the rifle, the 3 crows came out of the fog. Doug lost it. But the ducks came running out of the bush, and Doug, as soon as they came running out of the bush, Doug went straight right into the bush, and then when the crows came out, well, then Doug ran across the swamp chasing the crows. But something's not right today, is it, Doug? You're all hyped up too. So to get the floor dry, I had to bring the heater from the garage and the big fan to get the humidity off the plastic so the tape will stick. It's just about dry. They just saw me take the feed in there.
I walked across the yard with the buckets. Look at that. Man, they know what white buckets. They figured it out what they are. Because they were on the other side of the property drilling in the mud. Yep, there's food in there, duck. You know, it's amazing how they have figured out what the white buckets are. There's some chubby ducks. Oh, they're big. Poor Doug can't figure out. You know, I let him smell those ducks this morning in the pen, and he's walking around crying because the ducks won't let him smell them. He's following these poor 3 ducks around because he wants to smell them. Listen to him crying. I know, Doug. They're mean not letting you smell them. He's putting his head up today, though. The wind's coming off the swamp. And every time the gust of wind comes off the swamp, his head goes up and his fur goes up. I'm bringing the camera up tonight to the bedroom, and I'm going to have it sitting on my headboard because if this howling, I got to record it, guys. It's unbelievably loud. Geese stop losing it, Doug stops running. Well, a little more screwing around today than I planned on, but you know, the humidity was so crazy. I can't believe it took like an hour and a half to dry the floor out enough that the tape would stick. Now that sheet right there is stuck down there. That 2-sided tape's crazy stuff. So I'm going to use this big wide roll just to get the seam so that it doesn't catch dirt. But that's basically what I've been up to. So I got this done, and what I did was actually this is my 3rd attempt. I kept doing different configurations, but I ended up going with a thin top so the geese can come in and stand up right away. I had a piece that was the full length of it, the full width I mean, and the problem was that it was too much of a tunnel, and I thought, the geese, you know, don't really like walking into, you know, and staying down low. So this should stop them from coming straight in and blowing all the straw off the floor. They can come in, go each side, and when really nasty nights, I've got a piece of wood that I slide outside to block the hole anyway. So, and I think it's going to work. It should. A lot more screwing around today than I thought, especially when I made that thing 3 times. All I did was I used a shelf bracket. Here, I'll take the pivot heads off and show you. So I just took a shelf bracket to hold it in place, and then a piece of shelving angle iron. Nothing elaborate. And it's recycled wood. Alright, back to my tape job. Alright, I'm done, guys. I'm going to cover it all up ironically now with straw. Hopefully that's going to solve my problem on the ducks blowing all the straw away from this area. It should. It's fresh straw, yes. Let's get it out. Doug, you're so predictable with fresh straw. But you know, guys, right now, like he's sitting there, but his ears are pulled back because he's listening for the geese or the ducks losing it. Every time they lose it today, he's been losing it. It's almost like he knows something's here, and he needs to pay attention to the ducks. He's not relaxed right now. Anytime he sits like that with his ears, he's listening. Even though he's laying down on the job right now, but he is listening. Paying attention, I should say. Alright guys, well I got her done. Took a little longer than I thought because of the humidity, but thankfully I had that construction heater. I think that's going to do the job. It's going to stop the speedway coming in here. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll be MacGyvering something else up here. All right, let's go lock the ducks up. Oh, guys, I wish I would have had the pivot heads on. Doug
had got the stripper duck and the little Peking duck into the corner. And it was really funny because they were sitting there waiting for me to pick them up. A little bit freaked out, but Doug had them both trapped sitting in the corner. But by the time you guys see this, Christmas will be well underway, and I hope Santa, was good to all you guys. And I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I can't thank you enough for all the support you guys have given me this year and helped me through some really rough times. And I just can't thank you enough. So I want you guys to know that I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.